5 toys for you and your dog, ranging from puppies all the way up to adult dogs, plus a bonus. So make sure you stick around to the end for that bonus. All right, first up, we got an ideal toy for puppies. With puppies, we want self-entertaining toys where your puppy can entertain themselves in their kennel, in their X-pen, or at other times during the day. So one of my favorite ones I've used, you can tell this one's very worn out with all the bite marks in it, but it's a Kong toy, and basically the centerpiece, it moves. So your dog can roll this around the ground, they can pick it up, they can throw it, they can chew on the outer red ring here, right? But in the middle here, you've got a hole in this sphere, so you can basically put pieces of food in there, you can put your dog's kibble, you can put treats in there. Your dog's playing with this toy, it starts to dispense treats, so they're kind of getting that self-entertainment out of this toy. Great for puppies. You can use it for adult dogs, but I would just use this for puppies. As they get older, I'll start shifting into other toys, which we'll talk about in a second. All right, next up for your puppies and getting into your adult dogs, we got the classic Kong toy. You can put a bunch of good stuff right here in the middle, you know what I'm saying? And then your dog can just chew hard on this thing right here, right? It'll handle some heavy chewers. They can, again, self-entertain with this. Some dogs like to throw this themselves. They'll just eat the stuff, whatever you put in here, they'll eat all that out of there, right? You can find a bunch of different recipes for what people are putting in these things on the internet, but definitely good for puppies, going into adult dogs, and also like your medium chewers, right? So just your classic Kong toy. All right, next up for your puppies to adults, heavy duty chewers, you've got the Go Nut. This is not very well known. It's spelled G-O-U-G-H-N-U-T, right? So Go Nut. You can get this on Amazon. I'm sure you can get it on other websites as well. I've never had a dog be able to chew through one of these or rip one of these open. So this is what I use for puppies to adult dogs. Any of them can use them. They have different sizes, but this is the heavy duty one. So when I have those serious chewers, especially as we get into those teething stages, you know how the dogs will chew a lot, I'll give them one of these. They can go to town on this thing for a while. You can coat it in some stuff that smells good or tastes good to them if you want to. They also have versions on their website or on Amazon that are more similar to a Kong where you can put stuff in them. But this right here, the classic Go Nut, this is your heavy duty chewers. They can go to town on this thing and it'll feel good to them because of the pressure. It does have a lot of give in it, but I've never had anybody chew through this. So check this out. If your dog can chew through it, please let us know in the comments below so we know that they can be chewed through. All right, so those toys we've covered up to this point are what we call self-entertainment toys, where your dog's gonna be entertaining themselves basically. Now we wanna focus on our interactive toys. So primarily for those, we got tug toys, right? So right here, I've got 3 different options. I've got this old raggedy one. It's a little bit thicker, a little bit bigger. It is a fire hose material. So if you're just playing with your dog, you could get any tug toy. If you have a working dog, or maybe you got a dog you wanna do some protection sports with, you do wanna level up and go through a variety of tug toys from small ones to big ones, depending on your dog's size, depending on their style of playing tug and stuff like that. This is just an old worn out one, fire hose tug. This is from rayallen.com, so you can go check that out. This used to have 2 handles, now it has 1 handle, right? Then we have the 2 handle, small fire hose tug. 2 handles are good because you can obviously put 2 hands on these handles, right? But this one great for smaller dogs or bigger dogs that you need to help target a little bit better. Because it's so small, you can really help your dog to target the center of this tug. Again, if you're getting into more specialized training or sport style training, you're gonna have to teach your dog targeting at some point. If you just have a pet dog you're playing with, they could bite anywhere on here as long as you're having a good time. They just cannot bite your hands. All right, then one of my favorite options is this pocket fire hose tug. Very small, it's got 1 handle. I can put this in my pocket. I can take them to the park. I can play at the park. You know, I'll take my dogs to Lowe's or Home Depot, bring the fire hose tug, we'll play there, get that extra level of socialization in. Again, great interactive toy right here. I'm not gonna let my dog ever have a tug toy by themselves, right? Because I don't want them to chew it. The tug toy is a toy that me and the dog play with together. All right, for our next toy, again, this is gonna be an interactive toy between me and the dog. right? So they're not gonna have it by themselves, but you got your classic chuck it with your chuck it thrower. This is a medium. I highly recommend chuck it's for anyone playing fetch. Number one, you know, these chuck it balls are much better than your classic tennis ball. They do float, right? But they're a lot more durable. They've got a lot of different options. They've got glow in the dark ones, all that kind of stuff. This is just your normal chuck it. Your thrower is gonna be coming in handy because you're not gonna wear out your shoulder so much throwing the ball yourself. Plus you can use the chuck it thrower to throw it in dynamic ways for your dog depending on what you're doing, right? So again, this is another interactive toy. My dog's gonna be doing this with me, right? Or with your family. You can easily incorporate whatever your training you're working on as well with the tug toy or with a chuck it style toy as well. I never let the dog keep the ball. Once we're done playing tug, I always get the ball back from them. I tell them to let it go, and then I just pick it up. I say we're all done, and I'll put this away in a safe place. If you're wanting to play tug with your dog or learn how to play tug with your dog, we also have more videos on that on our YouTube. Also, if you want to play fetch, learn how to play fetch, learn how to teach your dog fetch. Either one of those things, playing tug, playing fetch, check out the videos right here. You guys can go to those videos, check that out. Let us know if you find use from it. All right, for your bonus toy, not really a toy, it's a bully stick. These are one of my favorite things for my dogs to self-interact with. If you're hanging out in your house, let's say you're chilling out in the evening after a long day of work, you're hanging out, you can give your dog one of these, you know, depending on the size, depending on your chewer. It's gonna be great for them to get some self-interaction, also satisfy that desire for them to chew. And with the bully stick, it's actually good for them versus a rawhide, which is not good. We know that rawhide tears up dogs' stomachs. We should never be giving that to our dogs. We'll be using a bully stick instead. Also for your puppies, if your puppies are in their kennels, right, you're getting them used to the kennel, stuff like that. Another great way for them to self-entertain is with that bully stick. You can pick these up at your local pet store. You can pick them up on chewy.com, those types of places, and your dog will definitely enjoy it.